Thank you for tuning into another episode of Teen Gen Talks podcast, where the goal is to empower the youth of Glendale to connect youth to community resources, individuals, and organizations through interviews and discussion. I'm your host, Sarah.
And I'm your host, Melissa. Today, we had the pleasure of talking to Jasmine Maria Vargas. Jasmine is a beauty and lifestyle content creator that shares videos ranging from beauty tips and makeup looks to makeup reviews and affordable fashion. She is also a wedding makeup artist. And when she is not running two businesses, she loves a good thriller or a romance book.
To start off the interview, can you please just take us back in time to when you fell in love with makeup? When did that translate to you becoming a wedding makeup artist?
So the very first time, I would have to say I was in high school. So I'm actually Hispanic, so we're not allowed to play with makeup until like we're 15 or 16. And I remember the first time playing with blue eyeshadow, biggest regret of my life, first of all. And that was like where things took off for me. I just love like the whole concept of being able to do whatever you wanted with makeup. I didn't actually become a bridal makeup artist up until 2017. And that's when I actually truly fell in love with like makeup right then and there. Cause I love when I'm doing someone's makeup and then they look at themselves and they're just like so shocked by the way they look. They still look like themselves, but it's just like a little bit more enhanced. And that's honestly like the best feeling ever.
Going off of that, can you talk a little bit more about the first stages of Jasmine Maria, your beauty and lifestyle blog?
I started my blog in 2015. Actually, my now husband, we were dating and I was actually going through a divorce and lots of custody battles. So I honestly felt like I needed an outlet to kind of just like be me, but also do the things that I love. So my husband at the time was like, oh, you should totally do blogging, because that's something I was always like curious about. And I did it. And I just absolutely have been just loving that aspect of my business as well.
Thank you. And how did you promote your brand so that others would find you and your blog?
Social media. So for my blog, yes, social media was the thing. Obviously, hashtags, all that stuff is where you pretty much like are able to see yourself out there or have yourself be seen out there. For my other side of the business, for bridal, it's honestly by word of mouth, like my friends and family. Like my first client, she didn't have her bridal trial done with me at all. She just like, nope, you come on my wedding day. I trust you. I'm like, what? I was so nervous and she loved it. And her wedding planner, who I actually went to high school with, was the one that literally spread my name out there. And it's been so good.
So when doing wedding makeup, how do you prepare for a client? Like, how does that process look like?
So I usually with bridal weddings and stuff, they're booking out about a year in advance. And then usually about 2 months prior, we're booking their bridal trials. I go through like a bunch of questionnaires, like talking about like their skin texture, what products do they use, or if they have a certain look like this, like their everyday look. We try to achieve what they want on their bridal trial day, even though I've had to tell a few girls, like, listen, you don't wear makeup, we're not doing this. You're going to be scared. And then the night before, I am honestly just packing up my kits. I have like little mini retouch kits for my clients that I like to put together so they can retouch throughout the day. And then wedding day is just usually up at the crack of dawn, 4:30 in the morning, 6:30, and it's like an 8-hour shift.
Wow, that's a lot of time.
It is.
Yeah, wow. As someone with a business, what is something that you have learned that has helped you manage your business?
Honestly, I would have to say I'm very A-type. So like I'm very organized. I have a Trello board, I have my calendar, I have my planner. I write down things that I need to get done, check them off, schedule stuff that I need to do for like certain months. Um, Going back to like the whole bridal trial. So if someone needs to get their bridal trial done, I set a reminder 2 months prior, like, hey, this person needs to do their bridal trial. Go ahead and schedule that reminder. it's just my way of thinking, because if not, then I'm all over the place. It just makes me look so unprofessional.
So, what does a typical day look like for you?
Um, well, for weddings, it's kind of chaotic, but for like the whole blog aspect, with having two boys, I'm usually me and my husband are trying to be doing the gym in the morning at 5 in the morning, so we can get back to our apartment and then wake our kids up at 6 a.m. for school. That means trying to get them ready, like get them going. Because I don't know if you guys have kids, but having two boys that are teenagers, it's hard. So having to rush them, like, let's go. So that, and then once everyone's out of the house, I pretty much like, I'll take an hour to myself to like have my coffee, prepare for the day, write down what I need to do. And then it's shooting pretty much all day, video, like filming for TikToks or getting blog posts drafted and published for the next day.
The following questions are questions that are from some of our Glendale teens. And the first question is, who would you say was your biggest role model growing up?
That's a good one. Honestly, I would have to say my dad. So my dad and I are pretty close. He's always been work driven, and he is honestly the one person that's literally motivated me. And I've always looked up to him to like for any like, because he also works his own business. So like he has been my guidance through my whole life, basically, as far as business goes.
And who do you wish to collaborate with the most in the beauty space?
That's a good one. So honestly, right now, I'm pretty happy with are we talking like brand or like content creator?
Well, you could say both.
Okay. So first with beauty brand, right now, I actually landed a pretty great deal with Lancome for a year. So I'm super excited about that. As far as content creators, honestly, I don't know who I would pick for that one, just because like I grew up, actually, hang on, I take it back. Nicole Guerrero is literally one of my favorite YouTubers out there. I've been watching her for years and I just love her spunk. So I think she would probably be one I would love to collaborate with.
What is your favorite daily routine based on the season?
So I would have to say summer. I'm not a really so it's funny to say that because in the summer we live in an apartment, so we have a pool here and my kids are out of school. So my morning routine is pretty chill in the summer. I pretty much do what I need to do in the morning, get it over with, and then I cut my day pretty much by like 1 or 2 p.m. and then head out to the pool with my kiddos. I love spending time with them as much as I can. They're getting older. It's my time with them and I love it.
When are you the most motivated to blog and post?
I would have to say fall time. I love Halloween. I don't know what it is, but like fall vibes just gives you like that cozy feel where you can literally just have your coffee and I could take a picture of what I'm going to be writing about and then just completely like just sit down, write out, and then still be in the mood for like more things to do. I don't know. Fall time is just like it's like my time. Like I am thriving in the fall time.
And then, so in what ways do your followers inspire you to continue blogging and posting every day?
I would have to say the constant questions that I get from, people that are not familiar with makeup. They're always like asking like, hey, what would you recommend for this or that? And I think one of the reasons why I continue to do this is because of the followers that I have. I absolutely love them. I love engaging with them. So I think that's really the reason why I keep doing what I'm doing.
Thank you. And then what is your favorite place to shop?
We're talking beauty, it's going to be Ulta. And that's because they also have affordable and high end. So I can like go back and forth.
What is your biggest career goal? And have you accomplished it yet?
So one of my biggest goals actually was to I wanted to start a nude lipstick line. I feel like when it comes to nude lipsticks, like there's not enough for medium to tan or dark skin tones. I feel like most of the lips out there that are nude just cater to more on the pale to fair or light skin. And I feel like one of my goals in life is to literally just do that. And I'm hoping by the end of this year, because I've already started my research on it, that I'm able to do that by start of 2024.
That would be awesome. That sounds so cool. And what is your fashion icon, or who is your fashion icon?
I don't think I have one. Here's why. My sense of fashion is completely different, or it's based on my mood, which most of the time I want to be casual. I would rather wear leggings over a pair of jeans. I'd rather be wearing my slippers over some crazy booties or something like that. I just prefer comfort over having to look like I'm literally just like, I want to rip my clothes off. That's really it. I'm just very casual.
I get that.
Yeah.
I think after 2020, everyone's just like,
Right.
I'd rather be comfortable.
Right. And you don't want your feet to hurt, walking up
Oh,
in your car to the restaurant or anything.
no, I bought these pair of cute sparkly shoes for New Year's. They're like booties. I'm like, I'm gonna wear those on New Year's. No, I didn't. No, they're sitting in my box still. I try to put them on. My husband's like, you're not wearing those. I'm like, nope, I'm not.
I totally get
Also,
that.
there's so many. Oh, sorry, Melissa. There's so many cool like loungewear items now that are very elevated and would look beautiful out like at a nice dinner, but you can still be
Yes.
comfy in sweats.
Yep, I agree. Especially like on Amazon, there's so many loungewear outfits, like sweatpants or like a hoodie, or like you could honestly dress it up and still look pretty good in your loungewear.
So, so to you, what does all of this signify to you? All your accomplishments and also being a Latina in the influencer space.
That's a good question. Honestly, I'm just happy that the just being Latina, because obviously you see all these content creators, and let's be honest here, most of them are pretty white, and they're thriving. And when someone like myself, who is Latina and is a small content creator, you don't get to see that many people out there. Like I follow now more Hispanic content creators, which I'm super excited about because like I can relate to those content creators, whether if it's like at home and stuff. I feel like a lot of my followers now that I started sharing more about my my like family, or things I'm cooking at home that are like home cooked meals. I feel like I can relate more to my followers, which it's one of my biggest accomplishments, like being able just to relate with someone out there.
Do you have any, before we go to rapid fire, do you have any favorite Latina creators that you follow?
I do. So one of them is actually on TikTok. Let me pull up her name. I absolutely love her. I think she's based in California. I want to say her name is Styled by Moments of Moda. Her name is Rosario, and I met her on Instagram, and then we kind of just started like helping each other, and then we did she did a like Latina like follow train, and I did not realize how many more people are out there just like me. It was awesome.
So let's go into the rapid fire questions. First question is, what is your favorite color?
I love black. It's just so neutral. Can go with anything.
So when are you the happiest?
Fall time. Even though winter, I get the seasonal blues. Fall time is actually my favorite time of the year. I am obsessed with Halloween, and I don't know, just something about Halloween and like the scary mode. It's just like, I love it.
Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
Do not let your anxiety stop you from doing what you want to do. if I had control of my anxiety back then, I think I would be a little bit more further than where I want to be in life. But because of my anxiety, I think that stops a lot of people from doing what they want to do.
And what is a song that you have on repeat currently?
Oh, One Republic. It's the one from Top Gun, the new movie. Oh, I love it. It's like my favorite. It's a good vibe song. It's really good.
What do you want your legacy to be?
Someone asked me this a couple of months ago, and honestly, I don't know the answer to this. As much as I'm on here on social media, my kids they're piquing their interest into this now. I have boys, so it's not like I can, they're not interested in makeup. So it's not like I can bring them on and have them take over the wedding makeup industry. So I think social media is something that I think my youngest especially is piquing his interest in. So I think that would be, I would let them do whatever they want to do, to be honest with you. So if they wanted this, I definitely would encourage it.
What is your favorite movie?
Hocus Pocus.
That's a good one.
I could watch that movie so my husband knows me so well. So if I'm in like a really funky mood, he knows to give me chocolates and let me just watch Hocus Pocus in the bedroom. I don't know what it is about Hocus Pocus. I think it just brings me back to my childhood, that I'm just like, oh, I feel great now. So let's one time, and that's all I need.
So what is a book that you have recently read or are currently reading that you would recommend?
Well, my books are not rated for teens. I'm really into dark romance. So I have to obviously put a little disclosure there. I would not recommend it for teenagers, not one bit. But I'm currently reading the Devil's Night series, and it's kind of like a dark romance, but also like a thriller and suspense type book. And I just finished the third book, which was Kill Switch, and now I'm on their fourth book, I'm sorry, which is Nightfall. So I'm kind of excited for that one, actually.
Thank you so much, Jasmine. We really learned a lot about you. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to sit down with us and talk. And can you let everybody at home know about any upcoming projects you may have or where they can connect with you?
So everyone can follow me at the Jasmine Maria everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. And any upcoming projects, I would have to say the Lancome partnership. I'm going to be sharing lots of makeup products from them, and skincare as well. So stay tuned for those.
Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you. And it was so nice meeting you guys. And thank you for having me on here. Seriously, I've never done anything like this. This was pretty fun.
Cool. Yay. We're glad that we're the first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thanks for being with us today.
Of course. You guys have a good day.
You too.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye.
Did you enjoy this episode? I'm sure you did. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, both on Facebook and Instagram at MyGlendaleLAC.
And follow us on Spotify and Apple or anywhere where you get your podcast from at Teen Gen Talks, the podcast. Also, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Glendale Library Arts and Culture, where we post the full episode videos every Friday at 4:30 p.m.